a story has caught my attention. And it is the story in regards to the expenditure of the current government for the last 1 year. Now, Kenyans are reacting to what has been revealed that for the last 1 year, the government of the Republic of Kenya has spent over 1 trillion Kenyan shillings in maintaining the offices and maintaining the public offices, which is something that has never happened in the history of the Republic of Kenya, which has left a lot of people with a lot of questions in regards to how President William Ruto and Gachagua are running the current regime. Now, I want to get deep into the story so that we will get to discuss what is really happening in the Kenya Kwanza regime and how President William Ruto is delivering to the people that he promised he will cut down the expenditure of his offices and that of his deputy president to make sure that this country does not spend more than what it really accumulates. That is the point. Now, stories have been told. A lot has been spoken in regards to what is happening in our republic. But the question still remains, how did the government afford to spend over 1 trillion Kenyan shillings for the first time? An Auditor General's report shows the cost of running and maintaining public office under the national government has crossed the 1 trillion Kenyan shillings mark for the first time in government expenditure. According to the report, the amount used to keep the government offices running within the last 1 year for the period ending June 2024 was 1.05 trillion incurred in operation and maintenance expenditure. Let's speak about it. What leads to us having such amount of money? The offices of the president, the deputy president, the first lady, the second lady, then the office of the prime cabinet secretary and the wife to the prime cabinet secretary. And not only those, the members that are elected and the leaders that are elected to public offices to represent the people in the Republic of Kenya, they also have a budget. And their budget were hiked in this regime. So let me ask you, did we really fight and head the finance bill 2024 that was meant to take us down, or we were just told that the finance bill was done with? But truth be told, but this one is not from the finance bill year 2024. Now imagine this one is from the finance bill year 2023. What if we had allowed the president and his deputy and together with the whole government to proceed on with the 2024 finance bill? Which mark would we be reading come the year 2025? About 2 to 3 trillion. And those are the funds that are only used to run the public offices, not the money that is used in the development of the Republic of Kenya. So if we have to read the budget come the year 2025, if we were to proceed with the 2024 finance bill, then we would be reading a budget that would be an overdraft of about 5 trillion. Because you know what? Our budget, when our budget is read, it always ranges from 2 trillion, 3 trillion to 4 trillion. Now, imagine 1 trillion of the budget is being used to fund the public offices. The road shows campaigns that President William Ruto and his deputy are doing day in, day out. The traveling expenditure for President William Ruto running up and down out of the country day in, day out together with his deputy, because his deputy is not seated also. He is also doing tours all over Africa and outside Africa. Now, what are Kenyans saying in regards to this? I want to read a few comments. Didam says, itakosaje kufika 1 trillion kama president is launching water tanks na kila siku ako roadshow juu ya magari. Obilanga says Kenya Kwanza only had one agenda, when they ascended in power, and that was to loot the government coffers to the maximum. Truth be told, Carl's case says this country is being messed up by one man calling the shots. We will one day admire to have the Kenya we had 5 years ago. This is outrageous, truth be told. In President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, we have never even crossed I think 500 billion. Right now we are at 1 trillion Kenyan shilling. Now, I mean, Angula says the government has money for their purposes, but not for what they are meant to do. These people can really anger you. Sure, they can. Gifted Picture says this guy is still adding more people to his government that has done totally nothing. I'm ready for Tuesday. Are you ready for Tuesday? Mackenzie says sahi napumua kama kisiagi. Ken Santoria says a good reminder that tomorrow is Tuesday. We must be on the streets. Now Tima Muhaji says, where did our rage go? I also ask the same question. Where did our rage go? And what does the President of the Republic of Kenya take the residents of this country for? You know, right now, they have a proposal of the new funding university model. I'm telling you, parents and people that are seated there thinking that this country is on the right path. Bros and sisters, you are brothers and sisters. Our kids are going to leave schools. Our brothers are going to drop out. The standards of living in this country cannot be comprehended. I'm talking out of pain because I am suffering in this country as you are. You can't. Let me ask you, siku hizi 1,000 inakutosha chakula ya lunch, supper na breakfast? 1,000 haitoshi kabisa because of the high standards of living. Na wanatupandishia gharama ya maisha, lakini hawatupandishii kipato. They are taxing even the air we breathe. They pretended that they were done with the taxing model that they were proposing, but truth be told, that model is not gone. It is just roaming around. They are doing it under the carpet so that we will not be outrageous again. Be alarmed. Before the year 2027, this country will be in shambles. This country will be totally broken. Now remember, they joined hands with the opposition, and they are also funding right now Raila Odinga's campaign in the African Union chairmanship position. It is not an allegation. It is what is happening in our country. It's either we get up or we continue being dragged into this madness forever, and we will never get out of poverty. Because our poverty line, the people that are living above the standard line, our toshi 10% in this country. Now 10%, most of them are those that incorporate, others ni wale ambao wako ndani ya serikali wenye mlipea viti. I want to hear your comments in regards to this because me vitu inanijamisha. When I look at this and I look at how the country is being ran, President William Ruto is the greatest actor. He should be in Hollywood competing with the Kina Idris Elba and the rest of the actors in the world for Oscars, because this man can act before the public to make them believe him. He has a convincing power of the greatest thief in history of the Republic of Kenya. That's where we hang our boots. Subscribe.